It's a new day on Tesla Shorts Time Daily, episode 453 for April 28, 2026. I'm Patrick, coming to you from Vancouver. Let's get into what's moving in the Tesla world today. Tesla is hiring engineers to build a wireless battery management system for Cybercab that removes heavy wiring harnesses across its vehicles. Tesla is actively recruiting a staff electrical design engineer to develop wireless battery management systems specifically for the Cybercab and next-generation battery electronics. The goal is to replace heavy copper wiring harnesses with small radio frequency chips on each module. This simplifies automated assembly because robots would no longer need to route and connect complex wire bundles. It cuts weight, which improves efficiency and range, while also reducing vibration-related failure points over hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Recycling becomes easier too, since there is less copper to separate at end of life. The plan is to spread this approach across everything Tesla builds, which represents a meaningful shift in how battery packs are engineered from the start. What stands out to me is how this targets manufacturing friction at its source rather than just tweaking existing designs. This one actually lines up perfectly with the deeper first principles piece we are doing this week, so let us jump straight into that. Most people still imagine battery packs as complicated, labor-intensive bundles of copper wiring, but the physics shows those harnesses are mostly dead weight and manufacturing friction once you have reliable wireless data transfer. Removing them frees up space for more cells and cuts mass that directly hurts range. It also eliminates vibration failure points that accumulate over long distances and thermal cycles. This lets robots simply drop modules in place during assembly, which could dramatically change production speed and cost. If it delivers even half the expected gains, this quiet change could shift the cost structure enough to make lower-priced electric vehicles truly viable at volume. It becomes a foundational move that compounds across cars, energy storage, and robots. Tesla tends to attack problems by controlling the full stack and iterating with real fleet data. Starting with the Cybercab and next-generation vehicles gives them a clean sheet to prove the architecture first. They have taken similar approaches before with structural battery packs, accepting early challenges for long-term advantage. All right, let us come back down to earth and talk about what is actually rolling out to cars on the road right now. The FSD version 14 update has begun deploying to early vehicles. Owners are already sharing screenshots of the download in progress. Tesla added navigation as a specific intervention reason, replacing the vague other category. This change came after owners requested better ways to report issues. These small practical adjustments show the team iterating quickly on the software. They also demonstrate that the engineers are genuinely listening to how people actually use the reporting tools. Better data categorization should help the team spot patterns and improve faster over time. It is a good example of the product feedback loop working in real time. And the early feedback from someone who just tried it for the first time is genuinely worth hearing. A South Korean reporter tried FSD supervised in heavy urban traffic and came away impressed. The car handled traffic lights, merging lane changes and turns without any intervention needed. It smoothly navigated around a parked truck and stopped precisely at crosswalks. The reporter noted it felt more rule-abiding than many human drivers in the same conditions. This kind of real-world validation matters as Tesla pushes into new markets like South Korea. It builds confidence in supervised autonomy where local driving norms can be quite different from North America. Stories like this help cut through some of the abstract debate about the technology. That kind of buzz is helpful because Tesla is also protecting its position in that same Korean market. Tesla Korea is offering its own 1.7 million Korean won subsidy for the Model Y rear-wheel drive. This applies in areas where local government incentives have dried up. The Model Y remains the top-selling import in the country. It shows the company is willing to spend its own money to keep sales momentum alive. When public support disappears, Tesla is stepping in directly to support buyers. This market-specific strategy highlights how the business environment can vary sharply by region. While we are talking business case, some fresh taxi data just gave the Cybercab another quiet win. Real-world data shows the average taxi ride carries only 1.75 passengers. This lines up well with the Cybercab's two-seat purpose-built design. It undercuts the loud criticism that a robo-taxi needs 4 seats to make economic sense. For the majority of trips, the simpler vehicle appears sufficient. This data point strengthens the case for the Cybercab's focused approach to robo-taxi economics. It challenges assumptions that have been repeated without much real-world backing. If you want to actually see one of these things in person, Tesla is bringing the future to Miami this week. Tesla is running an autonomy pop-up at Lummis Park during the Miami Grand Prix Fan Fest starting Wednesday. People will be able to see the Cybercab up close. They can meet Optimus and buy merchandise on site. These hands-on events matter because experiencing the vision beats just reading about it. Direct interaction helps people form their own opinions about the technology and the roadmap. It is a smart way to engage potential customers and curious observers in a high-energy setting. And while we are on the fun side, Tesla just dropped a pretty cool Kitty-style demo. Any new Tesla can now do the classic talking car Kitty experience using FSD and Grok. The car handles navigation and natural conversation while driving. It responds in a way that feels surprisingly fluid and personality-driven. This is a nice reminder that the existing fleet can unlock new personality features. Owners do not need to wait for future hardware to see these capabilities roll out. It shows how software can continue to add delight to vehicles already on the road. Before we wrap, a couple of quick hits are getting a lot of play online. A half-century-old Chevrolet beat a Cybertruck in a straight-line drag race in a video making the rounds. It is feeding the too heavy narrative even though Tesla has never positioned the truck as a pure drag racer. The result has sparked plenty of conversation about the truck is weight and power delivery. These viral moments shape public perception whether fair or not. Tesla is focused on efficiency, real-world utility, and long-term durability rather than strip bragging rights. The company will likely keep refining power delivery through software where it makes sense. On a more practical note for owners, Tesla is offering 1 year of free supercharging on new vehicles. Fix Auto has also gained approval for Tesla collision repairs, which expands the certified network. That should help reduce wait times as the fleet keeps growing. That's your Tesla news for today. TSLA closed at $378.67, up 80 cents, 0.2%. If you found this useful, a rating or review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify really helps new listeners find the show. You can also find us on X at Tesla Shorts Time. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Thanks for listening, and I will see you tomorrow. This podcast is curated by Patrick, but generated using AI voice synthesis of my voice using ElevenLabs. The primary reason to do this is I unfortunately don't have the time to be consistent with generating all the content and wanted to focus on creating consistent and regular episodes for all the themes that I enjoy, and I hope others do as well.